Hola mi gente, ¿cómo están? Mi nombre es Alba Man, me pueden decir Alba. El canal se llama Serial. Estamos aquí para hablar de libros, algunos de ellos en español desde Puerto Rico. Hello, my name is Albamar. You may call me Alba. The channel name is Serial, and we're here to talk about books, and some of them in Spanish from Puerto Rico. This is my second attempt. The first video had technical difficulties and never went up on YouTube. So this is my second try, and I decided to keep it short. So we're doing the timers again. Yeah. First of all, an update. There have been a lot of aftershocks, right? And sort of disconcerting, to say the least. A lot of people in the southern part of Puerto Rico have not been able to get any sleep. Remember, this is the first time that since 1918 that the whole population here on the island has experienced something like this. So there are many people who are camping outside, even outside their homes, in fear of having their homes crumble on top of them. There's been a lot of destruction, especially in the area surrounding the epicenter. And many people have not been able to sleep or to rest for a long time. And but the response and the solidarity around the island has been very encouraging, has uplifted me, and yeah. So later on today, I'll be busy getting supplies to the organization that I'll be donating to, and I hope to see some of my friends who've been affected by the quakes and the aftershocks. And as part of my own self-care during this time, I was watching the videos that Alan Moreton linked to his Reading Chunksters for Charity challenge. They're videos by Book Aid International, showcasing what they do around the world to get books to people who don't have the access to books that some of us enjoy, right? That privilege. And after watching those videos, I was even more excited to join in this challenge. Due to the situation here that I am experiencing in Puerto Rico, you know, those moments in life where you see that some things should be done in the moment, right? Because we never know what tomorrow might hold, right? I already donated my lump sum to Book Aid International. And as I continue reading my Chunksters during the year, of course I will link all of the instructions to the challenge down below, because Alan Moreton explains it much better than I do. As I continue reading Chunksters during the year, of course, I will continue contributing. I'm just thankful that Alan opened my eyes to this endeavor. I really appreciate it, Alan. So here I go. I'm going to show you my possible chunkers, because I know there are other chunkers that I want to read, but they're in boxes, they're put away. In case I can get to them during the year, some of these that I present right now might be bumped off. The first one that I'll be reading, and I'm reading right now. Oh, I'm going to count. Dermot McCullough's Cromwell, which I've already put away, but you've seen it. That'll be my first Chunkster, okay? And the other Chunkster is Don Quixote, which I'm already reading. Started that one already. Possibilities. Suggested, got 5 more minutes, suggested by Alan Moreton himself. All Features Great and Small, and All Things Bright and Beautiful by James Herriot. Those 2 books are in this Chunkster. And if I can, I'll include The Real James Herriot, a memoir of my father written by his son. This is a true Chunkster. The Dying Grass, a novel of the Nez Perce War, William T. Volman. I'm going down the rabbit hole. Antonia Fraser's Cromwell, the Lord Protector. I'm going to keep Cromwell on my mind for a while. I had really wanted to read Middlemarch instead of Daniel Deronda, but Middlemarch is one of those books that is in a box somewhere. If I can find it, Daniel Deronda will bump down. Life and Fate by Vasily Grossman. Almost fell down. N.K. Jemison's The Broken Earth Trilogy, which is a series of 3 books. The Bully Pulpit by Doris Kearns Goodwin, about Theodore Roosevelt, William Howard Taft, and the golden age of journalism. Continuing down the Teddy Roosevelt rabbit hole, The Rise of Theodore Roosevelt by Edmund Morris. And in Spanish, La Regenta by Leopoldo Alas, also known as Clarín. And in case I have any difficulties with the Spanish, I've got the English version right here, but that counts as 1. My new favorite person that I'm obsessed with on YouTube is Paco Ignacio Taibo II. Paco Ignacio Taibo II, who's an author, Mexican author, and right now directs El Fondo de Economía Cultural, I think it's called. Anyway, he wrote 9 detective novels, and they're all here in this Chunkster. Todo Velascoran. Todo Velascoran, which is a character in his detective novels. Told you I'm obsessed with Paco. Paco's trilogy is History of Mexico, called Patria. 1, 2, and 3. Beautiful covers. And lastly, a 2-part novel, volume 1 and 2, of Sandino, La Última Guerra Bananera by Diego de la Tejera. So, those are the Chunksters, the possible Chunksters that I've selected for Alan Moreton's Chunkster Reading Challenge. And I hope you'll join in. It's going to be a lot of fun and a challenge. a real challenge. Yeah, so take care, people. Keep on reading. Cuídense mucho, mi gente. Los quiero mucho. Adiós.